All right, question number 10 from the review on 1.1 to 1.4. We want to test for symmetry, so we have x-axis, y-axis, still doesn't look calibrated, and the origin. We'll bear with it. So this you replace the negative y. Oh my gosh. Replace negative x with y. Oh, come on. Oh. Technology. It's got its goods and its bads.
Put that somewhere else.
Can't you like minimize it so it's like nowhere?
Okay.
That doesn't work.
You know how Ms. White does it? Whenever she takes a marker and goes, and then it takes her like 10 minutes to calibrate.
Alright, so y-axis, x-axis.
Seniors, this is the final day for flash photography at Park High School. Any students PSEO 916 and A through J seniors who have not had their picture taken, please go to the auditorium at this time.
Alright, so let's go ahead and do this now. So we replace the y with negative y. Do we get the original equation back? No. So do you say this has x-axis symmetry?
Yep.
No. Let's go over here to y-axis. So we replace the x with negative x. So we have negative x times negative x times negative x. Negative x cubed plus 1. Did I get the original equation back? No, so that also doesn't have y-axis symmetry. Now let's go over to origin. Replace the x and the y with the negative. So negative y.
It shouldn't work.
Well, the
So negative y, negative x times negative x times negative x is negative x cubed plus 1.
So it doesn't work.
Doesn't work. So if I try and pull out a negative here, and makes that a negative 1, and then if I divide both sides by a negative 1, I still have that negative 1 over here. So no symmetry exists for this problem. Next question. How about question 3, since we have time?
you should go through it. Are there going to be word problems on the test?
0.
None?
None. All right, for each equation, so we're going to just focus in on question A. We want to identify the slope, the x-intercept, the y-intercept, graph it, and find the points on the line.
The date is 25th.
thought I had graph paper on this one, but I don't. That's fine. So let's start with this one. This form is what we call standard form. Not very useful. But we first want to find the slope. So what do we do to find the slope? Solve for y. So we want to convert it to slope-intercept form. So right now we would have 2y plus x equals 5. Subtract x first. And then divide by 2. So there's the first thing. Convert it to slope-intercept form. So can we find a couple things now? What are two things we know now? We know the slope. The slope is -1/2. And we know the y-intercept. And we don't want you to just write y-intercept as 5/2. We want you to write it as an ordered pair. So what would be the ordered pair, the coordinate for that?
-5/2 0 or 5/2 0, right?
So think about the y-axis. We go over 0 and then up 5/2. Do you want to convert it to a fraction? You're welcome to do so. Okay, so we found two things we needed for this problem. It asks us to find the x-intercept. How do you find the x-intercept?
Make the y 0.
0 for y.
Yep. So part B, to find the, I'm just using the original equation. You would do the opposite. So we're going to set y equal to 0. So essentially that's hiding the y term. Now we solve it for x. So x equals 5. So what is the answer to this part?
5 0.
5, 0. And then we already found part C, the y-intercept. Then it says graph it and name 3 points on the line. Are you okay with graphing?
Yeah.
Make sure you identify those coordinates. A lot of students would either use the slope-intercept form, or you have 2 points now on the line. You have to find a couple additional points, 3 minimum. Yep. Number 9. Let's find the center and the radius of this what? What is this?
Circle.
A circle. So to find the center, we're looking in those parentheses for the h and the k. Be careful. I always say think opposite. So for the center, hk, opposite. So x minus 5. 5. And then that other one should be y minus k. So that would be a -3.
Why do you subtract?
It's always opposite. Because really that blue should be written as x minus 5 all squared plus y minus -3 all squared and then 6. Because the standard form equation for a circle is x minus h all squared plus y minus k all squared equals
So
r squared.
So it's squared, so it's
yeah. The y1 and the y. What is the 5 and 3? That h and k?
Yeah, that's your h and your k for your center of your circle. Then how do you find the radius?
6.
6? Square root of it. Because remember that right side is going to be r squared. So how do you undo that? We have to square root it. So the radius of this one is square root of 6.
Is there a formula we need to know?
Yes, right there. It's x minus h squared plus y
The general or formal standard form equations for a circle is this. X minus h all squared plus y minus k all squared equals r squared. So to find the radius, you have to undo that right side with the square root. Anything else?
Would that one be on the test?
Could be.
Then it's just like that. That's how you
Could
solve
be.
it.
Isn't there like another one too?
How to graph it? Do you know how to graph it?
No.
You would start with your center, right 5, down 3, and then you'd go points or square root of 6 in all 4 directions and then draw your circle. Anything else? All right, the rest of this time is for you to work on your review worksheet. Make sure you have turned in your 1.1 to 1.3. If you want to turn in 1.4 today, you can also do so.
Are we turning in homework then? Or
Yep.
today
I
Wednesday?
already did.
Alright,
So,
we're gonna turn it back.
Then look at the back. You did some ibuprofen too late.
Can you tell me what grades we're turning?
1 through 1-3, and then 1 for tomorrow. We'll start it back up.
Can I have one really graphic calculator?
Yeah. Stop.